So whenever you're taking a photo, you have to make a business decision, right? If you're not in perfect lighting, you have to decide, am I going to compromise the highlights or the shadows? And one thing about photography is you can almost always bring up the shadows. You can almost, all these dark spots, all these dark things, 9 times out of 10, if you raise your exposure up, you'll be able to see that stuff. But if I was to make this window super bright, there's no way you can bring that back down. Like, it's going to be so overblown that it's going to take up all this dark spot. So I'm losing a lot of information. I'm losing a lot of depth in the photo. So instead, you shoot underexposed and then you bring it up like this. So this photo now is a lot of exposure. You can see all of the stuff here from the other one that was just dark. Now you can actually see some depth. And then I've brought in some vibrance on all of the parts that are yellow. I've also made a mask where everything that is supposed to be yellow, I've put it there. I've added a little bit of white, taken a little bit of saturation in there, and then I've also put a little bit of dehaze. So I'm just trying to make it misty, right? But as you say in your comment, there's grain everywhere, right? Like it's super noisy. Like if you zoom in, you can see so much noise everywhere. So how do we fix that? It's really easy on Lightroom. You have a denoise tool, but you have to be careful because if you use that, sometimes it makes your face and everything else really putty like, you know, like almost like it's like not jello, but it's just very like mushy and stuff like that. So in order to fix that, after you use that feature, you want to go in with a brush and you want to just tap around and add texture back. And once you do that, it'll look like this. So now here is the final image that I gave to them. And again, I edited all of this literally in a minute and a half in my car. So it's not perfect, but I wanted to show you this because this is the exact example you were talking about. I should have added even more texture like on the wheels and stuff because you can see some of that denoise kind of took away some of that tread. But you can tell like on the ground, like it still has texture, like part of the sky or the roof still has a little bit of texture. And by going in and adding just little pockets of like, all right, texture here, texture there, it doesn't look like you use a denoise tool, but it still takes away all of that like noise and grain that you don't want. So that's what I would do, man. Like go ahead, add your highlights, add your exposure, make sure everything looks good, use the denoise, and then go in and add texture where you need to add it back. Because again, you want it to look as natural as possible without compromising like the quality of what it looks like, if that makes sense. So yeah, hope that helps, man. Let me know if it doesn't.